Everybody gotta be in mind one for the walls. Pavement thoughts racing in line. Fast flow threading through the grid I define. Angles sharp, edges folding with grace. Every move calculated, nothing out of place. Humor tucked in the twist of a bar. I navigate signals like a hidden radar. Mind elevated where the currents collide. Patterns align as the streets coincide. Pulsing tight with the heartbeat of blocks. I read the fractures, mapped the paradox. Self-built rhythm in the coded domain. Every micro-step threading through the urban vein. Observation keen, vision refined. Fast flow cutting where the lines intertwine. Momentum rises, edges in sight. I carve through the night with precision in my momentum grid mapping the paths I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City may spin but I navigate clear. Every insight captured, every verse sincere. Momentum grid mapping paths I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City may spin but I navigate clear. Every insight captured, every verse sincere. Nice skate, 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 nice skate. Nightscape shifting in the coded parade. Angels folding where the shadows cascade. I pause the details others overlook. Fast flow slicing like an open book. Humor in the line where the tension will crack. I ride the currents, never looking back. Mindset precise, steps in the lace. Every bar measured, every rhyme in place. Signals flicker in the subtle display. I thread the streets where the light can't sway. Observation sharp in the city so vast. Fast flow weaving through the moments I grasp. Motion stacking every fraction aligned. I read the micro moves other eyes can't find. Urban logic bending, calculating smart. I move through the night with an analytical heart. Fast trans pivot in a lattice of thought. Every hidden signal carefully caught. Angles converge where the currents twist. Mind aligned, every decision kissed. Urban symphony I play in the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Momentum rising, pattern sustain. Every insight captured, every step gains. Momentum grid mapping the paths I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City may spin but I navigate clear. Every insight captured, every verse sincere. Momentum grid and the paths I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City may spin but I navigate clear. Every insight captured, every verse sincere. Threads core tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharp and every bar aligned. No some grid bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban sky. Steps deliberate, edges intertwine. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Yeah. Velocity frame, mapping the lines I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City moves wild, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Velocity frame, mapping the lines I take. Fast flow running every move I make. Yeah. City move wild, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Step in the night with the measured pace. Fast flow weaving through the urban space. Angles collide where the currents bend. Every micro shift calculated to the end. Humor tuck subtle in the line I deploy. Patterns emerging like a silent joy. Observation keen, mind never sways. I trace every signal in 1,000 ways. Pulse synchronized with the city hum. Every hidden motion I quietly sum. Self-built rhythm threading lanes unseen. Fast flow slicing through the subtle machine. Edges sharpen where the skyline folds. I read the fragments that the darkness holds. Velocity rising in a coldest stream. I navigate chaos like a lucid dream. Velocity frame, mapping the lines I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City moves wild, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Velocity frame, mapping the lines I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City moves wild, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Hey. Nightscape twisting in a subtle glow. Ay, angles folding where the micro moves flow. I pause the details, every fragment trace. Fast flow slicing in a calculated space. Humor in the jab, light and discreet. I glide through tension with a rhythm complete. Mindset precise, bars carefully laid. Every step anchored, every pattern displayed. Ay, signals bending in the pulse of the street. I read the undercurrents, study the discreet. Observation tune, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Velocity stacking, edges defined. I capture the moments most minds can't find. Urban logic bending, precise and smart. I move through the night with analytical art. Five strands twisting in the lattice of thought. Yeah, every subtle signal intentionally caught. Yeah, angles converge, currents intertwine. Mind aligned, every insight defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Velocity rising, patterns sustained. Every insight captured, every step gains. Velocity frame mapping the lines I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City moves wild, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Velocity frame mapping the lines I take. Fast flow running every move I make. City moves wild, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. The threads coiled tightly in a measured line. Every thought sharpened, every bar aligned. Velocity frame bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban skies. To deliberate edges intertwined. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, my prime flow prime. My flow prime. Flow prime. Hey. City hum low, synapses ignite. Fast flow weaving through the urban night. Angles fold tight in the coded stream. Every micro step measured sharp as a beam. Humor tuck light in a twist of a line. Patterns emerge in a calculated design. Observation keen where the shadows play. I read the signals that most mind betray. Pulse align with the heartbeat of blocks. Every subtle motion quietly stops. Self-built rhythm threading lanes unseen. Fast flow slicing through a coded machine. Edges refined where the skyline bends. I track each fragment that the night sends. Synapse Drift in the flow of thought. Every insight captured, every lesson caught. Synapse Drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Oh, Synapse Drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Landscape twisting where the currents meet. Angles folding in a rhythmic beat. I pause the details others overlook. Fast flow slicing like an open book. Humor in the jab, subtle and neat. I thread through shadows with a calculated feet. Mindset precise, every bar considered. Every step measured, every pattern delivered. Signals flicker in the pulse of the street. I read the undercurrents, thread discreet. Observation sharp, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge, patterns intertwine. I capture the moments most eyes can define. Synapse Drift rising in a mental climb. I read the nice story in precise rhyme. Fast strands twisting a lattice of thought. Every hidden motion carefully caught. Angles converge where the currents spin. Mind aligned, every inside within. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Synapse Drift rising, patterns sustained. Every insight captured, every step gained. Synapse Drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Oh, Synapse Drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Threads cold tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharpened, every bar aligned. Synapse Drift bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban sky. Steps deliberate, edges intertwined. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern tracing the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Woo! Nightfall sharp, I step with precision. Fast flow threading through a calculated vision. Angles converge where the alleys align. Every micro step measured, every thought refined. Humor tuck light, subtle jab in the tone. Patterns emerging in the city overgrown. Observation keen where the shadows shift. I capture the currents that the night gives. Pulse align with the rhythm of blocks. Every subtle motion in my mental stock. Self-built clarity, threading lanes unseen. Fast flow cutting through the urban machine. Edge and refined, currents bending precise. I read the fragments, others can't suffice. Observant Edge, bending the night's reflection. Every insight captured, every thought connection. Observant Edge, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate. all the signals I come. City made raw, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed. Nightscape twists in a rhythmic code. Angels folding where the currents flowed. I pause the fragments, every hidden line. Fast flow slicing through a subtle design. Human tuck light, where the tension might spark. I thread through alleys, leaving no mark. Mindset precise, bars carefully laid. Every step anchored, every pattern displayed. Signals flicker, pulse of the street. I read undercurrents, thread discreet. Observation sharp, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge in a precise ballet. I navigate shadows where the secrets stay. Observant edge, blending, refined and keen. I rhythmize code in a mental machine. Fast trends twisting in the lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwine. Mind aligned, every insight defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weed. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Observant edge, rising, paths maintain. Every insight captured, every step gained. Observant edge, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City made raw, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed. Observant edge, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City made raw, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed. Threads coiled tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharp and every bar aligned. Observant nipping in the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban skies. Steps deliberate, edges intertwined. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward. Mind prime, flow prime. Observant edge. Yeah. City hum low, I glide through the maze. Fast flow weaving in the alleyway, hey. Angles fold tight, currents twist unseen. Every micro step precise and clean. Human tuck light in the line I throw. Patterns emerging where the shadows go. Observation sharp, mind calibrated. Every move calculated, insights integrated. Pulse sync with the rhythm of blocks. Every subtle motion I quietly stalk. Self-built rhythm, threading lane discreet. Fast flow slicing through a coded beat. Edges refine where the skyline bends. I track each fragment the night sends. Perceptual flow, bending the urban side. Every signal captured, every thought alive. Perceptual flow, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow, threading all the signals I comb. City moves loud, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, big hard to find. Perceptual flow, in the streets I roam. Fast flow, threading all the signals I comb. City moves loud, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, big hard to find. Nightscape ripples, coated in light. Angles fold subtle in the urban night. I pause every layer, every hidden line. Fast flow, slicing through a calculated design. Humor in the hint where the tension might peak. I thread through shadows, the signals I see. Mindset precise, every bar considered. Every step measured, every pattern delivered. Signals flicker in the pulse of the street. I read the undercurrents, thread discreet. Auto vision tune, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge in a subtle ballet. I navigate shadow where the secrets stay. Perceptual flow, bending refined and keen. I read the night's code in a mental machine. Fast trend twisting in a lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwined. Mind aligned, every inside defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Perceptual flow, rising patterns maintained. Every insight captured, every step gained. Perceptual flow, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves loud, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Perceptual flow, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves loud, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Tightly in a precise design. Every thought chopping, every bar aligned. Perceptual flow bend in the skyline high. Fast flow, mastery under urban sky. Steps deliberate, edges intertwined. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Step through the night with a mental frame. Fast, slow, weaving in the city game. Angles
Angles collide where the currents meet. Every microstep calculated, complete. Human tuck subtle, never too bold. Patterns emerging like a story told. Observation sharp, mind finely tuned. I catch every drift as the skyline looms. Puzzle line with the heartbeat of streets. Every motion noted in discrete beats. Self-built rhythm threading coded veins. Fast flow slicing through the urban chains. Edges sharp and terms banded tight. I read the fragments hidden from sight. Kinetic mind, but in the night's reflection. Every insight captured every thought connection. Kinetic mind, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may twist, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured every bar design. Kinetic mind, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may twist, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured every bar design. Nightscape shifting in the coded glow. Angles full subtle where the micro moves go. I pass the fragments, every hidden sign. Fast flow slicing through a structured line. Human in the line where the tension might spark. Cut the dualities, leaving no mark. Mindset precise, every bar considered, every step measured. Every pattern delivered, signals flicker in the pulse of the street. Read the undercurrents, thread discreet. Observation, tune, focus, refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge in a subtle ballet. I navigate shadows where the secrets stay. Kinetic mind bend energy refined and keen. I read the nights code in a mental machine. Fast transition in the lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwine. Mind aligned, every instant defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Kinetic mind rising, patterns maintained. Every insight captured, every step gained. Kinetic mind mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may twist, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Kinetic mind mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may twist, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar design. Go tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharp in every bar line. Kinetic mind bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban skies. Step deliberate, edges intertwined. Closing the night with a rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. Keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Yeah.
Step in the night, city humming my mind. Fast flow weaving through the lanes I find. Angles full subtle where the shadows play. Every micro step calculated, every sway. Humor tuck like clever jabbing a line. Patterns emerging in the rhythm divine. Observation keen, thoughts interlace. Every motion noted in a disciplined space. Pulse align with the heartbeat of blocks. Every hidden fragment in my mental stock. Self-built insight, threading alleys unseen. Fast flow cutting through a coded machine. Edges refined, currents bending precise. I read the signals that others can't slice. Analytic drift, bending the night's reflection. Every thought captured, every mind connection. Analytic drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves wild, but I stay composed. Every insight captured, every bar exposed. Analytic drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves wild, but I stay composed. Every insight captured, every bar exposed. Nightscape twisting, coded in glow. Angles full subtle where the micro moves go. I pass the fragments, every hidden sign. Fast flow slicing through a structured line. Humor in the hint, subtle discreet. I thread through alleys with calculated feet. Mindset precise, every bar considered. Every step anchored, every pattern delivered. Signals flicker in the pulse of the street. I read the undercurrents, thread discreet. Observation sharp, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge in a subtle ballet. I navigate shadows where the secrets stay. Analytic drift, bending refined and keen. I read the night's code in a mental machine. The fast strands twisting in a lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwined. Mind aligned, every insight defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Analytic drift rising, patterns maintained. Every insight captured, every step gained. Analytic drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I own. City moves wild, but I stay composed. Every insight captured, every bar exposed. Analytic drift, mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I own. City moves wild, but I stay composed. Every insight captured, every bar exposed. Tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharp and every bar line. Analytic drift bend in the sky high. Fast flow mastery under urban sky. Steps deliberate, edges intertwined. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward. Mind prime, flow prime.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 City ports running in the glass lit lane. Fast flow weaving through a mental frame. Angles intersect where the skyline bends. I track each new ones where the shadow extends. Humor tucked quiet in the edge of my rhyme. Patterns unfolding in a disciplined time. Thoughts interlace in the lattice of light. I navigate currents that vanish at night. Post calibrated in the hum of the streets. Every small signal in the rhythm repeats. Self-built vision, mind sharp in the maze. I trace coded lines through a subtle haze. Observation tight, logic never sways. Fast flow threading all the nice displays. Urban prism, refracting the sound. Every insight polished where the truths are found. Urban prism, mind cutting through the glow. Fast flow mapping all the edges I know. City moves frantic, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every verse exposed. Urban prism, mind cutting through the glow. Fast flow mapping all the edges I know. City moves frantic, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every verse exposed. Nightscape bending where the alleys fold. I read every shift in a pattern bold. Angels refine where the currents meet. Fast flow slicing through a coded beat. Humor in the jab, subtle, never crude. I thread through the chaos with the tempered mood. Mindset, calibrated steps interlaced. Every bar anchored, every rhyme in place. Signals in the dark carry hidden streams. I parse the fragments in a network of dreams. Observation tuned to the micro signs. Fast flow mastery in the urban confines. City hums low, but my focus peaks. Every insight captured in the flow I speak. Urban prism, bending the night's reflection. Each verse polished in precise perfection. Fast trance weaving in a ladder so tight. Every subtle motion catching the light. Angels converge in a disciplined fight. Mind aligned, vision clear through the night. Observation sharp where the currents twist. Every small detail accounted and kissed. Urban symphony, I move with a plan. Fast flow threading through the streets I scan. Hey, urban prism, mind cutting through the glow. Fast flow mapping all the edges I know. City moves frantic, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every verse exposed. Urban prism, mind cutting through the glow. Fast flow mapping all the edges I know. City moves frantic, but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every verse exposed. Thread to the night, coiling the measure line. Every thought tuned, every movement aligns. Urban prism, bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under city sky. Steps deliberate, edges intertwine. Closing the night with insight refined. Every bar, threading through the urban climb. I keep moving, mind sharp, rhythm prime. Yeah. City low, I move in a coded stream. Fast flow threading through a lucid dream. Angles fold in where the skyline bends. Every micro step calculated logic extends. Humor
flicker in the jab, tuck subtle and clean. Patterns emerging in the space in between. Observation sharp where the shadows play. I read the signals other minds betray. Pulse a line with the heartbeat of blocks. Every nuance captured in mental stocks. Self-contained focus, thoughts in the lace. Fast flow, even in a disciplined space. Edges refine where the currents collide. I glide through tension with precision and pride. Cognitive vision, bending the night. I navigate darkness with analytical sight. Time need a pulse, map in the streets I roam. Fast flow, threading all the patterns I comb. City made raw, but I stay in control. Every insight captured, every bar takes hold. Need a pulse, map in the streets I roam. Fast flow, threading all the patterns I comb. City made raw, but I stay in control. Every insight captured, every bar takes hold. Nightscape glimmers in the reflected hue. Angles intersect where the currents move. I pass every layer, every hidden line. Fast flow, slicing through a coded design. Humor tuck light where the tension might peak. I thread through the alleys where the signals speak. Mindset precise, every bar considered. Every step measured, every pattern it delivered. Signals flicker in the quiet parade. I map the micro moves the city made. Observation sharp, reasoning refined. Fast flow cutting through the urban grind. Edges converge in a subtle ballet. I navigate shadows in a conscious way. Cognitive pulse running steady and bright. I read the night story in the layer life. Fast trance twist in a network of thought. Every hidden motion carefully caught. Angles converge in a disciplined frame. Mind aligned, each pattern I claim. Urban symphony, I play through the flow. Fast flow, threading what the streets bestow. Cognitive vision rising, patterns retained. Every insight captured, every step gained. Cognitive pull, map in the streets I roam. Fast flow, threading all the patterns I comb. City may roll, but I stay in control. Every insight captured, every bar takes cognitive pull, map in the streets I roam. Fast flow, threading all the patterns I comb. City may roll, but I stay in control. Every insight captured, every bar takes hold. Reds caught tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharp and every bar aligned. Cognitive pulse bending the skyline. High, fast flow, mastery under urban sky. Steps to liberate, edges intertwined. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind, prime, flow, prime. Mind, prime. Mind, prime.
Yeah. Yeah. Step through the night with a prism view. Fast flow threading every signal I construe. Angles fold where the skyline bends. Patterns emerging in the path that extends. Humor tuck subtle, never too loud. I navigate currents weaving through the crowd. Observation sharp, mind calibrated. Every step precise, logic integrated. Pulse in alignment with the city's hum. Every subtle motion in the rhythm becomes self-built insight. Edges in a lace. Fast flow cutting through a coded space. Edges refine where the currents meet. I track every movement in the shadow street. Circuit lens bending the night's reflection. Every insight captured, every thought connection. Circuit lens mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the paths I comb. City moves frantic but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed. Circuit lens mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the paths I comb. City moves frantic but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed. Nightscape ripples in a cold air light. Angles fold subtle in the urban night. I parse the fragments, every hidden sign. Fast flow slicing in a calculated line. Humor in the hint, light as the breeze. I thread through alleys with measured ease. Mindset precise, bars carefully spun. Every step anchored, every verse done. Signals flicker in the pulse of the block. I read the undercurrents, trace the shot. Observation tune, focus defined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge in a subtle parade. I navigate shadows where the secrets fade. Circuit lens bender refined and keen. I read the night's code in the mental machine. Fast strands twisting in a lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwined. Mind aligned, every insight defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Circuit lens rising, patterns maintained. Every insight captured, every step gained. Circuit lens mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the paths I comb. City moves frantic but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed. Circuit lens mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the paths I comb. City moves frantic but I stay composed. Every step deliberate, every bar exposed.
Threads coiled tightly in a measured line. Every thought sharp and every bar aligned. Circuit lens bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban skies. Steps deliberate, edges intertwined. Flows in the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Step in the grid, city humming my veins. Fast flow slicing through the coded chains. Angles collide where the currents flow. Every micro step calculated bold. Humor tucked light in a precise line. Patterns emerging like a hidden sign. Observation keen where the shadows weave. I catch every drift the night conceive. All synchronized with the block's slow beat. Every subtle motion in the rhythm complete. Self-built clarity threading unseen lanes. Fast flow cutting through the urban vein. Edges refined where the skyline bends. I read the fragments that the city sends. Rapid circuit bending the night's reflection. Every insight captured every thought connection. Rapid circuit mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Rapid circuit mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Nightscape twists in the coded hue. Angles fold subtle in the urban view. I pass the fragments, every hidden clue. Fast flow slicing through a calculated cue. Humor in the jab, light as debris. I thread through alleys with measured ease. Mindset precise, bars carefully spun. Every step anchored, every verse done. Signals flicker in the pulse of the street. I read the undercurrents, trace discreet. Observation sharp, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge, patterns intertwined. I capture the moments most eyes can't define. Rapid circuit bending, refined and keen. I read the night's code in a mental machine. Fast strands twisting in a lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwine. Mind aligned, every insight defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weed. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Rapid circuit rising, patterns maintain. Every insight captured, every step gained. Rapid circuit mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Rapid circuit mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City may roar but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Threads coiled tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharp and every bar line. Rapid circuit bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban sky. Steps to liberate, edges intertwine. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Rapid circuit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, 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 the neighbors.
Yeah, yeah. City skyline stretching, thoughts interlace. Fast flow threading every hidden space. Angles
Angles converge where the currents collide. Every micro step measured, nothing to hide. Human touch subtle in the twist of a bar. Patterns emerge in the streets from afar. Observation sharp, mind elevated high. I read the signals that the night can't deny. Pulse sync tied with the rhythm of blocks. Every subtle motion quietly stocks. Self-built strategy threading the unseen. Fast flow slicing through the urban machine. Edges refined where the skyline bends. I track each fragment the city sends. Urban apex bending the night's reflection. Every insight captured, every thought connection. Urban apex mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves vast, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Urban apex mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves vast, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Nightscape ripples in a coded light. Angles full subtle in the urban night. I pass the fragments, every hidden clue. Fast flow slicing through a structured view. Humor in the line where the tension might peak. I thread through alleys, leaving no mark to seek. Mindset precise, every bar considered. Every step anchored, every pattern delivered. Signals flicker in the pulse of the street. I read the undercurrents, thread discreet. Observation tuned, focus refined. Fast flow threading through the urban grind. Edges converge in a subtle ballet. Navigate shadows where the secrets stay. Urban apex, blending refined and keen. I read the night's code in a mental machine. Fast strands twisting in a lattice of thought. Every subtle signal intentionally caught. Angles converge, currents intertwine. Mind aligned, every insight defined. Urban symphony flowing through the weave. Fast flow threading what the streets conceive. Urban apex rising, patterns maintain. Every insight captured, every step gains. Urban apex mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves vast, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Urban apex mapping the streets I roam. Fast flow threading all the signals I comb. City moves vast, but I stay aligned. Every insight captured, every bar defined. Threads caught tightly in a precise design. Every thought sharpened, every bar aligned. Urban apex bending the skyline high. Fast flow mastery under urban sky. Steps to liberate, edges intertwine. Closing the night with rhythm refined. Every pattern traced in the city's climb. I keep moving forward, mind prime, flow prime. Apex.